This is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections, and I'm doing a house in Los Angeles today. It's Monday, January 26th, and it's in Windsor Hills area, 1947 home. At the very front of the house, I want to show you how to shut off the gas and the water. They have a gas meter here, and it's missing the seismic gas shutoff valve, which they'll put on during the course of escrow. And the manual switch or valve to shut it off is right here. You turn with a wrench, you'll have to turn the tab 90 degrees and it'll shut it off. Also in the front of the house, we find the water line coming from the street, and the valve for that is this gate valve here, and we'd like to see a ball valve. These gate valves will deteriorate, and you'll tighten it down and it won't come, it'll break, and you have more serious problems. The water line coming in looks like it's 1-inch copper, and then you can see it transitions to galvanized, and there's remnants of copper in the house also, so it's a hybrid system. There is a difference in flow of water. The very back of the house is where the main panel is, and it is a 100 amp fused main disconnect, and inside the crawl space they have the sub panel, and it's full of, crawl space is full of storage, so I can't get to it today. Next thing I do is climb the ladder to the roof, and we'll see what we find up there. We're on the roof, and it's a composition shingle roof, and from the wear of the ridge caps, it's probably about 6 to 8 years old. Now the areas where the two roofs come together are the valleys, and they use a 90 weight building paper for that, and you can see it's not shedding water, and there's been some repairs here as well. This is the area between the garage and the living room, and you see this area around here, they didn't get a good seal. It's just full of debris. We said it doesn't shed. It's supposed to go down there and off to the side, so it's not a very well designed roof. And this little high area here, there's big gaps here so water can't cross into that area. Over the family room, you have we call a low slope roof, and it's a 90 weight cap sheet, and you see the dark area here. That's again where the water is not shedding, and it's ponding on the roof itself. And you can see what happens, it starts to deteriorate. And then off to the right side of the house, down by the hallway, which we saw some moisture stains. They've had repairs up here, and then laid down another patchwork of 90 weight cap sheet. And then up the shingles, composition shingles, they try to seal some of that, trying to find where the water leak's coming from. You have a couple vents here. This may be one for your furnace using the day as a transite pipe, and then they have an older vent for the front bedroom, no longer being used. And we'll bring the camera around. On this 90 weight cap sheet, you'll see bubbles or air pockets, and so this is not fairing as well, and even though it's only 8 or 9 years old, it'll have to be replaced or repaired. The very top of the roof, where any two roofs come together, we call that ridge caps, and usually these last 8 to 10 years, so there's some minor wear on some of them. But the next couple of years, you'll have to keep an eye on them. you see the wear here, and replace these, and then usually you get another 10 years out of your roof line. Now this is the second layer of roofing, and so you have another layer below there. But I'm going to bring the camera around. You see all the black mastic, and those are all repair jobs. So they've had some leaks with this roof, and they keep adding band-aids to try to fix the leaks. There is a satellite dish on the roof, and I'll bring the camera around, and you have a tarp wrapped around the power lines, so that needs to be removed. And if you look down your backyard, your rear fence is tilted, and it's quite a good drop to your neighbor's house. So there's a grade there I can't see. So that's what you have. So again, this is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections, and I can be reached at 818-271-0417.